It appears the former presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Atiku Abubakar, stirred the hottest nest when he stated at a press briefing in Abuja that the Supreme Court verdict that affirmed the election of President Bola Tinubu leaves much to be desired. Reacting to the comment, the National Publicity Secretary of the All Progressive Congress, APC, Felix Moka, told the former vice president that Nigeria is greater than his unrealized ambition to be president. Moka said Nigeria has moved on and wondered why it is difficult for Atiku to accept the popular choice of the electorate and the valid decisions of the courts. Julie, after that press conference yesterday, I knew that Atiku was going to, but emphatically I saw him saying that I'm going nowhere.
At some point, he will have to go somewhere. At some point, he has to go somewhere. He has to go somewhere. He can't be saying that he's going. You know, Atiku imagines that the PDP was formed for him and that nobody in the PDP is good enough to challenge for the presidency except him. In 2019, they were afraid that if he didn't get the ticket, that he will quit the party. So they were blackmailed into giving him. But he's always been a bad loser. Because if you recall, when he was roundly defeated by Goodluck Jonathan, he threatened that he will make the nation ungovernable.
Yep.
People can't forget some of the things that he has done. In 2011. You know, people can't forget some of the things that he has done. A lot of our people do not, our memories are short.
We moved on.
We just move on, we just move on. So what is it? He has to go somewhere at some point. He has to go. He cannot say he's going nowhere. Look, Atiku wants to be Nigeria's version of Abraham Lincoln. I think the 15th American president, Abraham Lincoln. But age is not on his side anymore. Abraham Lincoln started early to log those number of years that he contested. But Atiku by 2023 will be 81 years.
2027.
2027 will be 81 years. Even if the party was formed in his bedroom and they said, look, you are the only person good enough for the presidency, because he's been seeking the presidency for so long. It doesn't mean that he should not leave the stage at some point for other people.
Groom people.
He has not groomed people. He doesn't believe. He's grooming himself. The president. Atiku must behave like a statesman. In life, you can't always get what you want. It's just like your kid constantly say, give me this, you give her. Give me this, you give her. At some point, she's going to make a demand that you are not in position to give. Either because it could be harmful to her or for any other reason. You can't always have your way. Life has shown that Atiku cannot always have his way. He was boasting that he always does well in the courts. But it's on record now that he's lost some court cases. That's how it begins. And when you lose those court cases, you can't be abusing judges or sending your attack dogs to be abusing people. You've got to sit down, calculate. Where did I go wrong? And I said it yesterday. If they are people of the truth, if they are people who value the truth, they will know that in their hearts it is their disunity that made Asiwaju to win this election. I analyzed it yesterday. What was Kwankwaso looking for? Just a mere executive council position for one of his loyalists. They refused to give him. They frustrated him out of the party. He left the party for them. If he had Kwankwaso's votes alone,
for Kano,
yes, he got votes everywhere. Kwankwaso got votes everywhere. Even he got considerable votes in Taraba, you know. So if he got Kwankwaso's votes alone, perhaps he could have even overtaken Asiwaju. Because between all of them, the three of them, they had 14.5 million votes. To Asiwaju's 8.7 or so. So that would have been an unassailable victory. But instead of working towards unity, they were kicking away people who did not agree with them, people disagree. I know how many times we discuss here that PDP expects this one. Look at even the former SGF, Ayim, Pius Ayim. They said they were expelling Ayim, Pius Ayim. What did Ayim do? Ayim in Ebonyi decided to work for APC. That's how Governor Wefuru won the election. That's a PDP state that they lost. So if they had put their house in order, some of the people who left will have stayed behind, Atiku will have been president today. The reason Atiku is not president of Nigeria, has not succeeded in becoming president of Nigeria, are the miscalculations. When governors went to him, PDP governors, at that meeting held in Akwa Ibom Governor's Lodge in Abuja, and they said, it is you that we want. We are backing you to take over from Obasanjo. He listened to Obasanjo begging him. At the end of the day, the same man that he listened to wrote books calling him one of the most corrupt Nigerians ever. An accusation that Atiku did not find the courage to challenge in court. So you know that it's on record that I didn't deem it fit to challenge. It's the only one who can explain why somebody will call you what you are not, if you are truly not. And then you did not think that you should sue that person. You left in the book, continue to circulate. The same Obasanjo, he went to Ota to beg Obasanjo. Even on the day that he begged Obasanjo, Obasanjo still stood there, addressed the press, and was still ridiculing him. I remember very well. So if he knew that Obasanjo was going to be like that, that's the miscalculation. Because the decisions that you make determine what progress you will make in life. So if he had decided that, let me listen to these governors, he would not have invested his faith and his loyalty in a boss that threw him under the train, not even under the bus. Chances are that they throw you under the bus, you may not die. But under the train, your chances are extremely slim. So Obasanjo threw him under the bus.
Under the train?
Under the train. I'm sorry. It's actually under the train that I threw him. He did not say a word. Without a whimper. Obasanjo messed him. He should have taken that decision then. The second major decision that he took that worked against him was to allow PDP to disintegrate over his ambition. Because at the worst, sacrifice the national chairman.
He kept on insisting on that man.
Where is the man today? Have the courts not put Ayu in the cooler now? Is Ayu not in the cooler thanks to the courts?
Nobody is even talking about him now.
Who talks about that? Those are the decisions. Now you can say all kinds of things about this election. If they had taken that decision to hold the party together
at all costs.
Yes. People will argue that no, your party should have zoned it to the south. But even when they didn't zone to the south, you can still manage to hold everyone together that, look, 4 years is not a long time. You people can come. I will do only one term. He was not even prepared to make that.
To make a commitment. Because they know if they make commitment, they don't keep it.
Yes, he won't honor it.
So
honestly, at the end of the day, Asiwaju benefited from their disunity. All of the things that they are saying, rig election, is IREV, is this, is that, is this, is that, is because they are running away from the truth. The real truth is that it is their disunity that made them to lose. Nothing else.
I'm shocked that even after the Supreme Court verdict that, the other contestants that went to court, they've not even congratulated Bola Tinubu. No, does that show the spirit of sportsmanship?
Why wait for that? Look, let me tell you one thing. What I see there with Atiku saying, I'm not leaving Nigeria, I want to interpret it saying that I'm going nowhere. What I'm seeing there is, before now, people have said, and even the APC has said they want to retire him to Dubai. So maybe that's the reply that I'm going nowhere. I'm still
Shetima said he will buy goats.
So maybe that's
carrying goats in his.
But
during
look at in another way. What else do you expect Atiku or the PDP to say? You cannot beat a child and tell the child not to cry.
Oh, it's a child.
No, I'm just using that as a proverb or whatever. They've seen that they failed. So it is normal when you try something and you fail, you protest. In 2011, the opposition party also protested when Jonathan won. So let us leave them to continue to make their claim that it's not fair and all that. Trying to let them not talk is like they have a right to talk that they...
Nobody said they should not talk.
So, no.
I'm concerned about the sense that you are making when you are talking.
No, you see...
I'm not saying nobody...
The issue is this. No matter how, he would like to justify his own stand. Maybe with the benefit of hindsight. With the benefit of hindsight, he might look at it, but he won't come out. He won't come out to tell us that he knew with all the analysis that have been made either by the
doctor.
Even people in his own party know that they were wrong in the decision they took.
Yes.
The party chairman, the decision to run and all that. So now, maybe with the benefit of hindsight, they will sit down. They may not be able to tell us. And unfortunately, we are a country where people don't write and keep.
And you don't forget that in the midst of this,
they will not be able to tell us.
In the midst of the whole pandemonium, we had some people that they call themselves G5 governors.
Oh, and that is...
He wasn't able to even settle that.
That is part of what we are saying now. Yes. It would have been a
bridge. You know what happened there? The governors,
yes,
southern governors dominated PDP. Whereas northern governors dominated APC. So it was an ironic twist that it was the APC that is dominated by northern governors,
that now has...
and Muslims that now said, okay, we are settling for southern presidency. So their constituents fought them, those governors, that you people are a majority here, and you still didn't find a way to get your party to agree to power going to the south. You people came up with a candidate from the north,
that's the
Hausa Fulani, a Fulani man, to succeed another man that had done 8 years. Remember what another Fulani man that had done 8 years. People like Nasir El-Rufai, you can hate him, say all kinds of things. But he kept saying, no.
It won't happen.
It is not fair. We will not support this.
Even though it might be for self-survival, but at least...
I don't even... I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced that it's even for self-survival, because I saw that Masari too wanted it. I saw that Ganduje badly wanted it. So he was not the only one. That was what they wanted.
Which is fair and square.
Yes, they went to the president. That, look, this is what we wanted. So if you dominate a party as Christian governors, southern governors, and you couldn't get that done, at the end of the day, it was Atiku that emerged. It was to their shame. And those G5 governors realized late in the day that, we fucked up. I'm sorry for using that word.
If this thing doesn't...
That was why now said, okay.
They retraced their steps.
So they retraced their steps. But Atiku, if he were a consummate leader, he will have seen what was coming. The Yorubas will say that he should have seen that the Iroko tree that was being felled, that this is where it will drop.
But you know, ambition is a thing that
he was blinded by ambition, no doubt about it. He badly wants to be president.
Ambition is...
That is why, despite losing this election,
the problem.
He's crashing around to what press conferences, so-called work press conferences in 3 weeks. Who does that now? You even want to demystify the idea of a press conference that is something that somebody can just wake up from his bed, even in daytime, and go and call. No, what press conference will not be something that you just call like that, but he did his own 2 times in 3 weeks. So at the end of the day, the birds have flown. The sheep, the horse has left the stable. What you need to do as a statesman is realize that, yes, this is a battle
game is up,
that you fought and lost.
Yeah.
And then if you want to contest again, although I doubt if they will give him a chance this time, you know, you begin to plan. It's the same thing. Somebody asked me, what should Obi do? I said, Obi has to build on the success I recorded. Yeah. He didn't win the election, but we still have some people who believe that Obi won the election. Like, they can continue to wallow in self-delusion. That's their problem. Obi needs to now say, okay, I did well in this election. Let me build on it. Build new bridges across the length and breadth of our country.
Take a look at where you failed, and then you plan your strategy.
So failure is an opportunity. That's what all these people...
It's an opportunity to replan.
Yes. That's what they tell us, that failure is an opportunity. Yes. Failure to Obi should be an opportunity now. You say, look, those who think that we cannot win an election, let me disappoint them. And Abaribe said in a recent interview, a radio interview, that power will not be simply dumped on the Southeastern.
Oh, yes.
You must work hard for it.
You must.
How do you work hard for it? You build bridges. You build bridges and convince them.
Make friends with people wherever you saw that
let them realize that you are best for the job.
Exactly.
This is what I've done. That's what Obi should be doing. Instead of following whatever Atiku does, he too will do it. Why are you following Atiku up and down? Whatever Atiku does, it's not your business. Focus on your own career. Atiku will soon be out of the picture. You still have age on your side. After all, you boast that you were born after the independence. So you are not a Gen Z, but you are young in your own right. Yeah. So build on the success that you've recorded. And one day, who knows?
Fortune will smile on him. And,
did Jonathan know that he will be president?
No.
Jonathan didn't. He couldn't have even to be deputy governor. He didn't want to be.
Yeah.
So we should not go to Dubai.
That's what I suspect. That was what he meant when he said he's not going anywhere.
That's not what he meant.
Okay.
He said, if you think I'm going somewhere, he was speaking metaphorically.
Maybe responding to those who thought that they said they were going to retire him and he will go back to Dubai. Where
no, he's saying that he's not retiring. I'm clear that he's not thinking about that.
He has been
it's not retiring. He said this phase of the battle is over.
Yes.
But I'm still very much around. So it's clear that he's already eyeing. People have been telling me that he's eyeing 2027. No. It's a long distance.
No, it's his right to. It's his right to.
Long distance runner. Yeah, in the class of those Ethiopians, those Kenyans.
It's his right to aspire. So whether he will get it or not is another thing entirely.
All right.
So we shouldn't stop him. Let him continue.
Nobody is stopping him. We are not in position to stop him. We are analyzing him. And he can't stop us from analyzing him.
I don't know, definitely.
We'll never be able to stop us from analyzing him. That one is...
I want to thank you, Olayinka Igbile, PhD. Thank you for your contribution. The Maestro Babajide Kolade Utstoji. Thank you. And that's our offering today. Join us tomorrow for another episode of the program. You can watch the repeat broadcast tonight at 11 p.m. Join us this Sunday from 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. for Journalist Hangout on Sunday. We're on YouTube, youtube.com/TVC News Nigeria. I'm Ayodele Uzubakun. See you tomorrow.